Hey y'all. Happy Saturday, March the 14th. Time in California is 11:06 a.m. And I've actually been up since before sunrise because I was very restless. And I know that even though Masonic Cancer was restless too, he was knocked the fuck out. But okay, a couple things here. So some of you guys know my condition. I've had cancer. I am still dealing with health issues. And yesterday when I put that post on my page, you guys saw the picture of the blood of me actually throwing up. One thing Masonic Cancer can say, most definitely, you guys know it, even for most of y'all, when I say some shit, I don't exaggerate. It's going down. So, as I am doing not hypothyroidism right now, I'm dealing with hyperthyroidism. And it affects everything. So this is my thermostat right here. Controls your blood pressure, controls your weight. And that's Masonic Cancer right there. I'll get back to him in a second. I know he's worried about me terribly, especially after this morning, dude. Cancers live hard. These past 24 hours have been crazy. I sensed baby daddy yesterday on Friday the 13th. I sensed him. Without clockwork, I will know your soul because you're going to be in my soul. Like I said, the day one of us die, I get it, okay? Not the first time. I'm the story of my life. And so I just happened to sit there. I'm starting to shut down a lot of my Google Voice channels, and I changed my number, my main numbers. And he calls. I sense him. And we talk. We're going back and forth. And then guess who pops up at my door yesterday? So this is where we're going to talk about intuition. So when I have a web, you guys notice the black widow with the web tied to a strawberry that's tattooed on my leg that my dad gifted me a gift years before he passed away because something's in my nature. I'm not trying to do this. It's not funny. Some people have a gift of just drawing people in. I'm trying to, but that's a part of being a healer, an empath. Not even trying to, but it's in our blood, okay? And I have people just entangled in my web right now, and when you can't get out. When you figure it out, let me know. So, oh God. And healers recognize healers. We recognize energy. Can't even explain it, but things happen. And my phone is going off all morning. This is crazy. And now the sun wants to come out. I know I'm going to be okay. I really feel bad. Thank you, Masonic Cancer. So all I know is that I felt baby daddy. I felt him before even he knew, but he knows it's addiction. We can't. I'm in your soul. And that's nothing I'm trying to do intentionally. It's just how you connect with people. There's some things that it's destined. I love how Miss Leo or Leo says it best. Some things are just destined, predestined. And I don't care how mad we get at each other and whatever's going on, he just cannot let go. He's still not doing the right thing, but he's trying to make it right, but does not know how to. In the meantime, it pissed me off yesterday, but still, we still have a connection. So, at the same time, I have Masonic Cancer, and we have been spending almost every day together. And it's not just nothing. It's not even for last time. There was no sexual stuff going on. Now this morning we'll have a conversation because I'm sitting there and have to explain this to the doctors. And thank you for being compassionate and considerate because, you had them all over my neck, you little monkey bite mask for you. And it feels good because I like your lips and your tongue. But then, I have to go back to work. So you said, oh, I'm going to just roll over and suck your titty. I roll back over and went to sleep. I don't know how that works, but okay. I'm not mad at you, bro. Anyway, yes, you are gifted. Anyway, back to what I was saying. But I'm attracting a lot of energy and don't know why, but it happens. And so a couple things here. So it's weird because when I say some things, you guys will pay attention to what I say. If I ever say something, believe it and trust it. And so for Masonic Cancer, same with Cancer Spirit, you guys are very intuitive. You guys know some things before most people do. You guys are very passionate. You guys are very sensitive. And you guys are also very confusing too, especially the Libras. We're already confused anyway. Like, you guys, it be going down. And so I'm trying to understand, because I cannot be in a relationship anytime soon. I'm still trying to get over baby daddy, and this is not done by far. I see. I'm a curse. It's not the first time this has happened. So I feel so bad for Masonic Cancer, because he's seeing a pattern. My exes will show the fuck up. Even for this morning, I'm seeing the Marco Polo of what I received this morning from Scorpio. After I blocked the number, changed my number, and he's still trying to sit there and you see it for yourself. It be going down. I don't know. We don't look for the drama, but we create the drama. But I'm trying to move on, and they do not let us go. Libras will love the hell out of you. But anyway, I know that for Masonic Cancer and being a good friend, that we're developing a friendship right now, that he's very protective. He is, and consistent, and we're getting better. You know what I'm saying? We're learning from learning curves. It's good. Not a relationship. He corrected me that part too. It's not dating, it's courting, because we're supposed to have our first official date today and going to Monterey. Because he wanted to go to the waters, and I love the waters, and he's a water sign, and I'm craving waters. It's right on time, because my dad loves the waters too. It would have been perfect, but it was not destined. And I know he was looking forward to, because he was up early. I was like, dude, we're not living until like what time? He was like up like 6 o'clock. Calm down. He has a lot of energy. And so when he caught wind that he has this intuition for Masonic Cancer, that he feels some things on times. But a time he's called me, like I'm going to different things, but sometimes people know when to contact you without even realizing why. Again, I say your soul knows some things before you do. His soul is starting to fit into my web. I get it. I'm attracting the right energy that I'm wanting. I'm dealing with healers now. And he's not even owning that, but he has a gift. And so that was earlier. And then I kept sensing baby daddy. I feel him and don't know why. It happens like clockwork every time. As I'm going through my Google Voice messages, wow. And then we talk, and then he's here, and it's weird how things happen. I don't know. It was weird how things happen. He still not take accountability for the things that he said and done. And my thing for him and his family and his pastor, all that bullshit, not to be mean, but keep it 100, because I will be the coolest person to you and give you my heart. But once you start showing me signs that you're not solid, I'm not fucking with you. And I'll call it out for what it is. So not to disrespect his family on purpose, but if I know that me and your sister were tight, she knows both sides and she was cool with me, but she knew the other side too and still playing both sides. And while I'm losing the second baby that me and your brother had planned for, and it happened, I'm losing it by myself in a domestic violence shelter while the tickets I bought for a party of 4. So for you and your boo and him, and I told him, I said, take your mother, take anybody else. I'm watching him on live feed serenading this bitch that you can't stand and you're hobnobbing with while I'm losing our baby. So how solid are you? And then, as much you sit there, you weren't hating. You were sitting there putting some game in my ear about some stuff. And you're saying, just go ahead, leave it alone, get away. I'm trying to do that. But your brother would not let me go. He won't let me go. Why do you think he contacted me yesterday? That's not me chasing him. That's him chasing me. And then when I played up and not want to get involved and whatever else, I blocked all y'all for a reason. Whatever I was going through from my mother's side, that chaos and dysfunction, y'all played both sides, and even seeing live feeds from church so while he's preaching and the wife was there, the ones you guys can't stand. You guys stood there and know about me fully. I'm meeting everybody. Been to birthday parties, all kinds of shit. Talk to the pastor, all kinds of shit. And you guys want to play both sides? I don't do that. So I'm not going to sit there and punk you, but I don't fuck with no sucker ass shit though. Let's keep that 100. Anyway, and that's not being gangster online. I am like that in real life too. Let your brother tell you, as you've seen too. I'm not crazy. I just have boundaries. I don't have time for people who do a foolishness. So the same things I'm healing from, I cannot affiliate with that crowd. So whatever you guys see, when I sit there and see and talk now about some stuff you guys see for yourself that you warn me about, don't be mad and do that run tell that shit. You guys keep that over there. And I'm fine over here. But yeah, your brother still keeps trying to come over here. Leave that there. So, aside from that, my thing is either make a choice and do the right thing or leave me alone. And that's the problem right now because I'm not being left alone. And there's no reason to say or apologize for saying the word, I'm not okay, or I'm not okay with this, and standing up for yourself. So don't be mad at me for being a woman. And the same thing, try to sit there and put game in my ear. If you're doing the same exact motherfucking thing that you're contradicting of, whatever that's going on. So how are you qualified to tell me anything? You're living something else. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have time for it. So I cut the foolishness off. But then he keeps coming back. That's why I reached out to you to talk to him to stop it. And he's still back again. So, aside from that, don't mind me sleeping. I really think I have the flu, by the way. Not the coronavirus. I'm questioning that too because I went the whole questionnaire yesterday with the doctors, everything. But yeah, sore throat, sniffling, congested a little bit, and coughing. Even Masonic cancer cough this morning. So making sure it's not coronavirus. So anyway, with all that being said, I went through a lot yesterday without even realizing it. I mean, some shit's happening. And everything comes in threes. It always comes in threes. So baby daddy, and as soon as I told, when Cancer reached out to me and said, what are you doing? He felt something. I answered, I said, baby daddy's here. And he was like, what? And so he heard some footage or whatever he heard, but he heard baby daddy and told me to unclench my butt cheeks. And I'm telling him to get out and go. Masonic cancer did not take too well to that. So since I've been talking to Masonic cancer like since February 16th of last month, even the baby daddy came in the picture for a second again, and I said, dip back out, bye. And so me and Masonic cancer have been like talking on consistent, like even if getting to know each other, whatever else. And he spent a lot of time with me. So I don't care if it's a relationship, which is not, but courting or dating, however you want to call it. But we've been kicking it hard. Even as homies. Doesn't have to be sexual, just we've spent a lot of time together. So he's been the main rooster in the hen house. And he was like, what the fuck? So I can see how I say it because I tripped him out because when he came over last night. And so after all this stuff that happened, I talked to him about it. He heard it. He was pissed as fuck. He was like, what the hell is going down? And so I need to take a nap. And I told him I was half asleep. I was like, he was like checking on me. He was like, he really feels some type of way because he was being heady. I call it being heady. So you start thinking about some shit you're trying to process, like what the fuck? He was starting to process some shit. And he was checking in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? I was washing clothes and taking a nap. And I said, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just take some time for myself. But if you feel some type of way, you can always come over, whatever else. All I know is I did some laundry and then came out. And then, like, I took a shower. And then he pops up. And he has this look like... But I'm not suspect. I was by myself. What I do? But anyway, so he spent the night, but he was feeling some type of way. So okay, so Libras are very. We're indecisive too, but we're complex creatures too, but not like that though. So like I'm just chill. I wasn't doing anything wrong, and then like he's trying to process his emotions. So like, what are we like? How do you really feel? Like for real? Because his emotions say one thing, his words say something else. So I'm confused. Don't forget, I'm more logic and they're more emotional. Help. I love my Cancer sis because she's like a decoder ring. I don't know. She's trying to help me walk me through. Because I've seen her go through it with her Libra dude and how she dates in general. Anyway, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm so confused. And so, like, usually he's more of a cuddler, and like we sit there, like, watch TV and chill. He was not having any of that last night. He was just like, mm-hmm. What's going on? And so, I don't know. It was a lot happening. So he slept on that side of the bed. I slept on that side of the bed. And he was just, I don't know, the energy was like fucking me up last night. But then, like, this morning, I don't know. He said to roll over, try to give me a kiss. So I have morning breath, and I don't want to give him coronavirus in case I have it. But then he started to kiss me in the neck, and we moved down to the chest, and that's why I got the little thing right there going on. And I'm not mad. I don't know how he did that in like less than 10 seconds. He's very efficient at what he does. But he rolled over and went to sleep. But he was ready to sit there and get up and go for the trip. And that's when I started feeling sick and got up. And he reminded me to take my medication. I told him that he pays attention. So I took my medication, the first part. So I have to take it in 2 sets. So first set is for my thyroid or my thyroid hormone. And I have to take that first thing in the morning with no food for the rest of my life until I have this thing taken out, until it gets fixed. And second round is the radiation or the radioiodine pills with blood pressure tied to my thyroid and some vitamin supplements. But I didn't even get to part 2 because I was feeling sick. I felt it. They warned me ahead of time I was going to have some stomach bleeding. But this is different. This is something else going on. And so he can feel it because I don't exaggerate about shit. I'm feeling some type of way. And so he's up and he's ready to go and waiting for me. And I'm sitting here like I'm trying to sit there and fight it. You can't fight it. So I ran to the bathroom and threw up and blood splattered everywhere. And I told him, I said, we have to cancel. I can't do this. I should have gone to the hospital yesterday. And I'm going to call the ambulance. And after I'm done with this, I had to set my house in order. So for those of you guys who have been here so far, as I'm rebuilding my life, whatever it is, I had to make sure the dishes are all clean, beds made up, and make sure everything's set in order. And I know they're going to keep me overnight. Plus, I know, not just because of the coronavirus, and people have this big scare, but I'm throwing up blood, not just once. I mean, like twice. No, that was 3 times I threw up this morning, and he saw it. I did not mean to traumatize him. I made him leave. I want him to have a good day. I wanted to go ahead and do that trip for me. And even as he's showing pictures online right now of his trip, it's making my day more than you know. So I'm living vicariously through you. I cannot be there with you, but you're still making me smile. And I say thank you. It's a process being in the hospital and having to stay. It's like nothing like sleeping in your own bed. You guys know how that goes. But being hospitalized and having these doctors poke and probe you, and the needles, and I know I'm gonna have to have a CAT scan and an ultrasound and X-ray and all this stuff going on. It's a process. So I'm preparing myself. I know I'm gonna have some visitors. I know it's gonna come through and check on me, among other people too. I packed my Connect 4, packed my chargers, pack some things I need to have with me, like toiletries, whatever else, Family Feud game, whatever else, but things to keep me occupied because I'm going to be alone. And I'm okay with that, but just a part of the game, right? They're going to keep me overnight. So for little big bro, I want to set my house in order before I go because I already know what's going to happen. Not my first go around with this. So for little big bro or a guy bro, Damien, you have the keys, you have the new code. I'll probably have you come by and just check on the house. You know what I'm saying? I got something for you in the cabinets. And if anything, that Bible is too hard for me to carry. So if you don't bring it, Masonic Cancer, bring it to me for later. I like to read my recipe book. But everything else is set in order. I just want to make sure I'm straight before I take this journey because I already feel it coming. This is not normal flow. I just came from the damn hospital a few months ago. Like, I don't want to have to do this again. As long as it's not cancer again, and if it is, I'm saying fuck it. I really, either I'm going to do alternative healing, but all this radiation, all these other medications, it makes you sicker than what you started out with. And I'm going to let you guys know something too. And I know people have good intentions and checking on me. And even if I don't have blood family, I still have family. aside from my son. But stress is a huge part that plays that affects your body. And that's another reason why I had to dismiss baby daddy too, because all that drama that he has going on is still going on. It's still the same person. It's affecting me. I'm trying to get away from drama. So all that shit between his family and his church and living in lies and deceit, and I'm the opposite of that. I can't do that anymore. Again, I say false advertisement. He means well, but horrible execution. And for people blowing up my phone, I am not going to respond to. I'm going to send. I'm a contact Masonic Cancer in that part because everyone's aware of everybody. But Scorpio, we're done with that part. There's no conversation. It's the same pattern. They always try to come back, but still the same person. You're just not for me. I appreciate you. I wish you the best, but I can't fuck with you, and you know why. So the best thing to do is you love me like you say you do, leave me alone. Even as a friend, just sometimes people outgrow each other, and that's okay too. I don't wish anything ill harm, but I can't fuck with you, bud. And this pattern's getting old. This is why I stopped fuck with you before. I can't do it. There's a lack of growth. For Masonic Cancer, I know he means well. He's worried, but just lay low. I got you. I'll contact you. I'll contact when I get settled in, but I had to take this time to make sure I was straight before I leave out. I am choosing to call for the ambulance rather than take an Uber or drive, which I can do both, because I'll be fast-tracked into the hospital versus having to wait in a waiting room forever. My heart feels okay. It's just throwing up the blood part that even the doctor was very concerned about, because this is not a normal amount of blood. This is some other shit going on. Plus the sniffling and sore throat. But it says probably more of the flu than coronavirus. But still, the throwing up blood part is not good. They warn me that certain medications will give you certain reactions. And this is part of it. They keep adjusting the stuff. I'm like a human guinea pig right now. So this is why I believe in the power of prayer and alternative healing. Just figure out what the hell is going on first. So anyway, I want you guys to have a good day. I want you guys to have a blessed day. Do not worry. Everything works out just the way it's meant to. Just trust the time of your life. Tammy just getting ready to go on a medical leave vacation right now. Making sure I have everything in order. So you guys take care.